Hello and welcome to Peter Scott Cars. Today we have this 2015 very low mileage, very high specification Range Rover Sport Hse. I will run through some of the high specification as we go around the vehicle. Starting with the front of the car, get as close as I can so you can see there's no stone chips of any note. That is the case all the way along the front of the vehicle. Front of the car really couldn't be any better. Everything you would expect with the very low mileage. As I get very, very close to the edge of the bonnet, front of the bumper, the only thing I can see some absolute minute stone chips. Just put my fingernail next to a couple of them, just so you can see how insignificant they are. Have to be very, very close to even notice them at all. As I said, front of the car really couldn't be any better. As I go around the vehicle, I'll get a close up to all of the bumper corners to show you they are free from any scuffs or marks. Get low down as well so you can see there's no marks or scuffs to the centre of the bumper. Can also be quite common. Just point out as part of the high specification, car's got the front and rear parking sensors. Also has the rear view camera to assist with parking. Bumper corner again, free from any marks or scuffs. Looking down the entire driver's side of the vehicle, struggling to see any parking dents. All four of the alloy wheels, really, really nice, as I'll also show you as we go around the car. Starting with the driver's front alloy wheel, I'm struggling to see a single mark at all. While I'm low down looking at the alloy wheel, just point out there's no marks or damage to the driver's step. Easy to go over a high curb, mark or damage the step. Not the case with this Range Rover Sport. Struggling to see anything negative to point out on the driver's front wing. Moving on to the driver's door, exactly the same there. Isn't anything detrimental to mention. Both mirror covers free from any scuffs. Get a close up underneath the driver's door handle to highlight there's no marks or scratches. Can be very common, particularly on the driver's door. All the driver's door edge really nice as well. That is just a hand mark. Just wipe that away so you can absolutely see, not a mark to the actual paintwork. Moving on to the rear door. Exactly the same as the driver's front. I'm struggling to see anything to mention. Again, no marks underneath the handle, no chips to the door edge. Onto this rear panel, exactly the same. There isn't anything to mention. Apologies, just a little bit of a hand mark next to the door edge again there. Just wipe that away so you can absolutely see, not a mark to the actual paintwork. That alloy wheel, identical to the driver's front. Struggling to see any scuffs or signs of curbing at all. Inside the vehicle, everything you would expect with a very low mileage. Got the full leather interior as part of the high specification. Front and rear heated seats. Of course, the front seats are electric. Got the memory function as well. Panoramic sunroof, fantastic feature to have. It's got the digital cockpit. I just want to lean into the vehicle to show you the center console. Plenty of people jump into cars, put keys, coffee cups on the center console a little bit carelessly, end up marking the console gear knobs around. Not the case with this Range Rover. I've seen the center armrest as well, quite warm, where people rest their arm, but as you would expect with a very low mileage, not the case with this Range Rover. Had the genuine overmats fitted from new, so really no sign of any wear to the carpets or footwells. Get a close up to the driver's footwell to highlight that. We still do have the genuine overmats with the vehicle. Just get a close up to the driver's step as well. Sometimes people drag the feet going into the vehicle, mark the paintwork on the step. Not the case with this Range Rover. Couldn't be any better inside. Just get a close up to the edge of the driver's seat. Absolute minimal wear. We'll add as well, there's no unwanted odours of the vehicle, no smells of smoke or pets. Seats in the rear, again, couldn't be better. Just get close up to the edge of the seat. Really no sign of any wear to point out at all. The carpet's exactly the same, been protected by those genuine mats. There's no kick marks or scuffs to the rear of the front seats either. Just show you the sunroof from the rear of the car. Great feature to have. Can't spot any chips to the step. Easy to catch the seatbelt in the rear step. Mark the paintwork slightly, but again, not the case with this Range Rover. Just bringing you around to the rear of the vehicle. As I've already said, all bumper corners free from any scuffs or marks. Inside the luggage compartment, couldn't be any better. Parcel shelf, of course, is present. They are the genuine mats, fitted from new, done the job, protected all the carpet. Got the spare wheel, never been used. I just want to get a close up to the interior plastics and the top of the bumper. People buy these large practicals vehicles for the large luggage compartment. Subsequently end up putting in big items carelessly, scuffing the plastics, marking the top of the bumper. Not the case with this cherished Range Rover. I have already said there's no scuffs to any of the bumper corners, but just get a close up to the centre of the bumper to highlight there's no marks there either. Easy to park a little bit too close to someone or something, mark the centre of the bumper, but again, not the case with this Range Rover. Just get really low down as well, so you can see there's no scuffs to the underside. Car's got the power tailgate as part of the high specification. Just bring the tailgate down. Tailgate, struggling to see anything negative to mention at all. Again, bumper corner and plastic lower down, free from any scuffs. Looking down the entire passenger side of the vehicle, exactly the same as the driver's. Can't spot a single parking dent. That alloy wheel, exactly the same as the other two I've already shown. You can't see any scuffs or signs of curbing at all. Again, while I'm low down, just point out there's no marks or damage to the passenger step. Onto this rear panel, certainly no scratches or parking dents to mention. Struggling to see even the most minor stone chips. I really am. Onto the door or the door edge. Nice again, underneath the handle, exactly the same. Can just spot an absolute minute stone chip there. Have to be incredibly close to even notice. Rest of the door, struggling to see anything to mention. I do want to take you into the vehicle from both sides, just so I can show you all the steps. Edge of the seats. Seats in the rear really do look like they've hardly been sat in. No kick marks or scuffs to the rear of the passenger seat again. Just moving on to the front door. If there's going to be any chips to the door edges or marks underneath the handles, usually for obvious reasons, usually on the front doors, but just get a close up to the passenger door edge and underneath the handle to show you absolutely not the case with this cherished Range Rover. Mirror cover again, free from any scuffs. That is just a little bit of a hand mark there, just on the door. Just wipe that away so you can absolutely see not a mark to the actual paintwork again. Onto the passenger front wing. There isn't anything to mention, and the final alloy wheel, same as the other three I've already shown you. It really is a cherished example, going around the entire vehicle, inside and out. Everything you would expect with the very low mileage, other than some very, very insignificant stone chips, which I've pointed out, which you have to be very close to even notice. Other than them, I'm struggling to see anything to mention, and quite unusual with these larger vehicles, just due to the size of them. Very common to go around. You see a few scuffs to the alloy wheels, scuffs to the bumper corners, but not the case with this Range Rover Sport. And inside, I say again, really couldn't be any better, which again, with some of these bigger vehicles, they're often bought for a reason. People put the dog in the back, overload the compartment, and the everything inside so it's heavily scuffed, but again, not the case with this Range Rover. Really couldn't be better. No marks to the centre console from this side either. Just lean across and show you the driver's seat from the passenger angle. See plenty of cars where you're looking from the driver's side, seat looks fine. Then when you look across from the passenger angle, driver's seat looks worn and out of shape. Not the case with this Range Rover. Really couldn't be better from either angle. I say again, really is a cherished example. It is worth noting we have all of our vehicles independently inspected by the AA. That is a 128-point inspection, which includes a 5-mile road test by an AA engineer, just to make sure the vehicle is mechanically correct and correct on the road. You can view the 128-point AA inspection report on our website at peterscottcars.co.uk. We also have finance calculators on our website, so if you are interested in any additional funding to purchase this high specification Range Rover, you can go straight to our website, model a finance quote, and apply for finance directly through our site. We always guarantee the lowest rate of finance coming direct to ourselves. So if you are thinking of financing the car through an outside finance company or finance broker, please get in touch with ourselves first for the guaranteed lowest rate of finance. We have free finance eligibility checkers on our website, so if you're unsure whether you'll be approved on finance, you can do a free eligibility checker on our site. Tells you straight away your chances of approval and at what rate. But we have very low rate prime finance available for good and excellent credit ratings. But if you have had a few issues with finances and credit in the past, please again don't hesitate to get in touch. We deal with a number of specialist lender and broker partners who guarantee the lowest rate for your individual profile. So if you're unsure on financing, pop to our website, do a free eligibility checker. You'll get your results straight away, and then of course we will be in touch to assist. If you need any further information about the car obviously please don't hesitate to get in touch. Always happy to help. I've just been around the vehicle one final time just to make sure I haven't missed anything, and I say again, really is a cherished example. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch. Hopefully you found the video helpful. If you need us for anything else, please don't hesitate to get in touch.